Hello everyone, Marina is here. So in today's practice, we're going to be exploring myofascial release and yin yoga poses for upper body. So for today's class, you're going to need a foam roller, a yoga block, and a myofascial release ball. It can also be a tennis ball or lacrosse ball. But the myofascial release balls are going to be a little bit softer than lacrosse balls. So you get to choose what you want to play with today. So we're going to get started in child's pose. So put your props on the side. We're going to need them later. And go ahead and find wide knees, child's pose. Bring your forehead all the way down. Walk your fingers to the top of your mat and create length between your sit bones and your fingertips. And I'm inviting you to start connecting to your breath. Take a long inhale through your nose and slow exhale through your mouth. And again, inhale, expansion. And exhale, push the air out fully, completely. One more, breathing in, expanding the back of the body. Breathing out, fully, completely push the air out, empty lungs. And then close your mouth, seal your lips, and just start breathing through your nose, in and out. Scan your body really quick. Notice how do you feel today and what kind of energy you're bringing to your yoga mat. I always say the yoga mat is like a magical carpet, a place of exploration. And today we're focusing on upper body, our shoulders, upper back. One more deep inhale. And exhale, let it go. Slowly press yourself up and let's find tabletop. Spread your fingers, press your toes into the ground, pull the shoulders away from your ears, and then on your next inhale, go ahead and arch your spine, look up. We're just gonna wake up the spine a little bit. On your exhale, tuck the tailbone under, drop the head, separate your shoulder blades apart, and find your first cat. And here, I want you to bring your awareness to your upper back. See if you can separate your shoulder blades apart just a little bit more. So if like somebody was walking around and gently placing its hand on your upper back and you're trying to push that hand away from you. So we're finding this shoulder blades protraction. Start with your tailbone. We're going to slowly reverse. Tailbone goes up, belly button points down. Super slow. Arch your spine. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Look up and squeeze the muscles of your back. On your exhale, tuck your tailbone, round your spine, drop the head, heavy neck. And again, separate your shoulder blades apart. So today we'll be working with our shoulder blades and trapezius muscles a lot. So we're just tapping into that area. Exhale, tuck and round, drop the head, shoulder blades moving away from one another. They're sliding away on your rib cage. And again, inhale, tailbone up, belly down, chest forward, chin up, eyes up. Exhale, round. Push the ground away from you so you're not slacking in your arms. Last one, inhale. Good. Exhale. Beautiful. And come back to neutral spine. From here, you can untuck the toes, and we're going to move our shoulder blades from protraction to retraction. So I just really want you to pay attention here. Our elbows are going to be straight. This is a little bit tricky. Your elbows will want to take your shoulder blades job over. Don't let them. Let's commit to move through shoulder blades only. So this is how it's going to look. Notice my elbows are straight and I'm just reaching my chest toward the floor, and the shoulder blades come together like you pinching them together, and just hang out here, feel. And then on your exhale, you're gonna push the ground away from you and the chest will move away from the ground, but I'm not rounding, I'm not going into cat. Notice how I remained in more or less neutral spine. And then again, chest reaches down, and then exhale, push the ground away from you. Good, let's move like this. Keep going. We're just bringing awareness to this part of our body, our shoulder blades. This joint doesn't have a capsule, right? So it's meant to move freely, sliding and gliding on our rib cage, the back of our rib cage. But very often that joint gets sticky, like it's literally not moving or excessively moving with no strength and stability in it. So today we're working on mobility and stability, and then also myofascial release. So much going on, but we're not here to dive deep into the science, really. We're here to explore and become curious about our own bodies. Keep moving, we have 3 more. I know, it's a lot. 2. Good, last one. Beautiful, and let it go. Nice, go ahead and bring your butt cheeks to your heels. If it's too much, you can have a seat on a block. If it's too much, you can just have a seat on your heels. We're continuing this area with this area. Hopefully it's all gonna make sense. Toward the end of the class, bring your palms on top of your thighs, keep the shoulders down, and bring your chin to your chest. Like you're tucking your chin, like you're creating a double chin. Then go ahead and slowly take your chin to the right side and just pause here. So you're looking down to your right arm as you're creating length on your left side. And then slowly start taking your ear to your right shoulder. And then slowly start extending your neck. Look up, but notice I'm not collapsing in my neck. I'm keeping the back of the neck engaged. And then you're gonna bring your left ear to your left shoulder. And then you're gonna rotate and look down. And then you're gonna slowly come back. I'm gonna do the same thing, but facing you guys, so you see me from both angles. All right, here we go again. We're retracing our steps. Chin to your chest. I'm looking over my left side, left ear, left shoulder. Take the crown of the head back. Right ear, right shoulder. Look down to the right side. Scratch your collarbone, come back to the center, and then reverse. So we're moving our neck, our cervical spine through the full range of motion. I'm inviting you to really pay attention. What is happening? We tend to move fast and mindlessly, even if you're a seasoned practitioner. I'm inviting you to pay attention and go super slow. Let me repeat the cues once again. Chin to the left. So this is rotation. Left ear, left shoulder, lateral flexion. Extension without collapsing in your neck, without bringing your shoulders to your ears. Right ear, right shoulder. Rotate to the right, look down. Okay, we have 4 more. Big circles, slow, controlled. If any ligaments are popping in your neck, then it's good. As long as it feels good, right? Last one. Perfect. And you're just gonna come back. Wonderful. Go ahead and have a seat. We're gonna go into collapsed reverse tabletop. Usually we keep the shoulders away from the ears, right? On this one, we're gonna do the opposite. I want you to start bending your elbows and rounding your spine, and now bring your shoulders toward your ears, like you're hiding your neck. You might want to take your hands a little bit wider. I like think of this pose almost like I'm a turtle and I'm going back into my shell. And we're just getting this deep stretch in our trapezius muscles. These guys, they get really tight for many reasons, but psychological reasons as well. Like you're almost like carrying the weight of your life in your shoulders. So here, continue rounding your spine. You can also play with bending your elbows. Just make sure it feels good in your wrists. And once you find the place, let's find stillness. Start getting deeper into your breath, collapsing in the shoulder blades. And continue softening. The key is to really get deep into the breathing so you are communicating with your nervous system. Because your breath is the language you get to communicate with your nervous system. The more profound you become in your breath, the more access you have to your nervous system. In other words, you can up-regulate yourself or down-regulate yourself, depending on what you want in the moment. Well, in this class, we're working on down-regulating our nervous system, right? So the nervous system can let go of the guard, so you can soften and relax. And we can start working on some of the muscles that perhaps overreacted, like trapezius muscles, one of them. We're here for 10 more rounds of breath. Hide your neck, like we're really closing that gap between your shoulders and your ears. For 5. Good. 4. Beautiful. 3, 2, and 1. Press yourself out. Good. Go ahead and grab a foam roller. You're going to place it below your lower back, below your shoulder blades. And now support your head, your neck, I should say, with your hands. So you're going to create a little basket and then drop the head into your hands and then lift your hips, your butt, and we're going to slowly start moving ourselves to the length of our mat. Use your feet to pull yourself up and down of yoga mat. So nothing fancy here, really, just a gentle foam rolling of your back. Use your core a little bit, so hug your belly in. And just notice, how does it feel for you? If you haven't done foam rolling for a long time, perhaps it feels a little bit intense. But if you've been doing it consistently, I guess it's not too bad. Also depends on which foam roller you have. Mine is soft, so it's not too bad. But make sure you're breathing deeply through your nose, in and out. Just a couple more. And you can always press pause and then go a little bit longer. Watch your hair. Don't let them get stuck under foam roller. Good. And then go ahead and release. remove the foam roller. That was just a little warm up. Now we're gonna get to a little bit deeper work. So now you need your lacrosse ball, your myofascial release ball, and we're gonna go under the shoulder blades, and that can be very tender area, so please be mindful. If it's too much, what you can do, you can stick the ball into your sock, like any sock. Use the sock, maybe the one, and then you lost the the second one, so you can make it a little bit softer. Because with myofascial release, we don't wanna be in pain. Discomfort, sure, let's go for that, just like with a massage. But too much is not necessarily good, right? So less is more. So we're gonna be placing our ball. I'm gonna turn around so you can see me, guys. We're gonna be placing it under your left shoulder blade. It's not gonna go under, obviously, but I want you to visualize. So it's gonna be in between the shoulder blades, a little bit to the left. Okay, so we're getting into some muscles there, smaller muscles. Take a moment and then press your torso into the ball so the weight of your upper body gets to the ball. Support your head with your right hand and then just slowly lean to the left. And then you're gonna drop the left arm by your side. Hopefully you found the spot right away. If you haven't, take a moment, wiggle around, move the ball around, but visualize the ball is like sliding and gliding under that left scapular. Okay, and even with some massage techniques, right, they can kind of dig in with the fingers under the scapular. And then once you're there, notice the sensations. And then on the scale from 1 to 10, make sure it's not more than 6. If it's like 8 and you're barely breathing, or if it's 10 and you see sparks in your eyes, then back off. You can just simply lean away to the right, or you can again place the ball into soft sock so it's not as painful. Because pain is a really intelligent mechanism that very often tells you to stop, right? And when we need to learn how to listen. Okay, stay where you are, keep your left arm extended, and then try to keep the fingers on the ground, like the knuckles on the ground, and you're gonna slowly take that left arm over your head. Nice. If you need to move, by all means, move a little bit, find a better spot, like I had to move. And then we're gonna move that left arm like a snow angel. So we're moving the left shoulder blade through upward and downward rotation as the ball slides underneath. I'm gonna have a seat and show you guys from seated so you can see what is happening. So the ball is here, you're leaning to the left as much as you need to, and you're moving your arm through snow angel. Okay, trying to keep the back of the hand on the ground. It's not gonna happen for all of us, right? So again, be okay where you are today. That's the only place you can be. And it's a good thing because we're not rushing through anything. Okay, let's do 10 more. Breathing in and out. And then as we're moving, and then all of a sudden you found the juicy, yummy spot, I'm encouraging you to pause and explore that spot. But if it feels good to move, continue. Breathing in and breathing out. So we're working on our fascia system. It's the biggest organ in your body. So the skin is not your biggest organ, it's the second biggest. So fascia is a network of connective tissues. So if you ever dissected chicken or you bought a steak, you've seen that silvery white membrane that separates the muscles. So this is fascia. It runs from the bottom of your feet to the crown of your head, supports us, keeps us together, wraps around every muscle, bone, ligament, also penetrates through organs. So it's everywhere. We have one more. Good. Then you're going to slowly lean to the right, remove the bowl, and then I want you to just lower yourself down and pause and take a moment. Notice, how's your left side? Is it different? Is it more alive, vibrating? Maybe you've created more space there. Just take a moment. This kinesthetic awareness, kinesthetic and somatic awareness. And now go ahead and place the bowl into your left hand so you can roll yourself and place the bowl more under your right shoulder blade. Again, take a moment, wiggle yourself. Don't be afraid to look weird as you're exploring, and then extend the arm and then arrive to this side. Again, let's pause. Let's breathe. Inhale through your nose and exhale. Excellent. Okay, let's move through our snow angel. So bring that arm all the way down to your hip and then take it all the way out. Good. Explore. Ooh, how's this side? Is it different? My goodness, it is different. Lean to the right if you need more sensations, if you're looking for more sensations. Keep going. Ten more. Do your best to keep your back of your hand, your right hand, on the floor. Take it over your head as much as you can. Good. Breathing in. Breathing out. Last 5. Two more. Nice. And then pause if it feels good. Lean to the right more if it feels good. Stay. Beautiful. And go ahead and remove, release. Take a moment again. Turn your palms up. Notice your back, your upper back, and how is it feeling? Good. And now go ahead and simply roll yourself to your belly. And we're going to go into our yin yoga pose, scorpion pose. So take your left arm to 9 o'clock. Just know where your left arm is and know where the 9 o'clock is. Turn your head to the right, right hand under your shoulder, and you're going to pull yourself to the scorpion. So we're opening up the front of the body. When you're ready, take your arm behind you, bend your elbow, slide your hand between your shoulder blades, and we're just gonna pause here. Roll back and start finding fullest but safest expression of this pose as you're leaning back. You're here for 10 more long inhale. Slow exhale. And super slowly start moving yourself back to your belly. Same thing other side, right arm, 3 o'clock, turn your head to the left, slide the fingers away from you so you can find maximum length and roll yourself to the right. Head is relaxed, you can always support yourself with a blanket or block if your neck doesn't feel right here. And again, left hand goes behind, squeeze your shoulder blades, open up the chest. Good. And find your fullest but safest expression. In Yin Yoga, we're not trying to push ourselves into deepest expression. We're trying to find somewhere in the middle way, and then we're letting the breath and the gravity take care of the rest, right? So there's no forcing. So Yin Yoga is more feminine approach, right? We're allowing rather than forcing. Good, you're here for another 12 deep rounds of breath. Take yourself as deep as it makes sense, but with kindness and compassion to your body and with a lot of respect, right? Can you get a little bit deeper into your breath? Can you come back to this moment, this pose, your yoga mat? 5 more. Good, 2 more. Beautiful, and slowly start coming back on your belly. How slow can you come back? Bring the pubic bone down, press the top of your feet down, take your spider tip fingers, your hands are off the mat, and we're just gonna open up the chest a little bit more. Squeeze your glutes and pull yourself up, 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 and then exhale down. Good. 3 more. Inhale up, exhale down. 2 more. Last one. Beautiful. And you're going to slowly make yourself all the way back into child's pose. Head is heavy. Good. Continue with your breath. Notice, how do you feel? We've been moving super slow and gentle. And then sometimes that's exactly what we need, right? Perfect. We're going to continue. So next one, we're going to target our triceps, the muscles of the shoulder. And we need a block and a bowl. Place the block on the level 1, so it's nice and sturdy. And then place the bowl on top of the block. And you're going to place your left elbow. And then from here, this is where I really want you to explore. So start sliding that bowl to the top of the block. Good, just keep exploring. You can go side to side, so you're going opposite of direction of the muscles, the fibers. And then you can go in the direction of muscles. Just exploring. Again, it can be slightly unpleasant, or maybe it's actually like hurts so good. So we're all gonna be different. Keep going, digging in. Feel free to pause the video and explore a little more, or we're gonna move to the other side. Same thing, set it up, and then start exploring this side. Breathing in and out. Again, go side to side rather than just to the length of the tricep. So we're just helping our fascia to self-organize itself. So it's not chaotic organization. So it can function better. It can hydrate the tissues better. It can communicate with our brain better. Just a couple more. Beautiful. And release. Let it go. Keep the block. And we're going to make our way on our side. And we're continuing with this entire area. So now we're going to get to our lats, some muscles in the armpit, and we're going to come back to the chest muscle, our pectoralis muscles. So here, I want you to stick that block into your armpit and then collapse your torso. So you're going into side stretch. And let the blockage just really dig into your armpit. You can drop the head, or you can support the head. You get to choose. And then from here, we're just going to rock forward. And then we're going to rock backwards. And just notice which part feels a little bit intense. For me, it's always my lats, those big muscles in the back. But for some of you, it could be more of the front. Good, and then close your eyes and just continue rocking. Breathing in, breathing out. We're gonna go for 10 more. This one can be surprisingly super tender, right? Because we don't really get into the area of our armpits too much. So allow yourself to explore. Last 4. Beautiful. And release. Let's make our way to the other side. Get comfy. Stick that block into your armpit. Sink in so you're not resisting the gravity, just like melt, right? And then, go forward and then backwards. Good, so it's really beautiful way to get the self-massage by using the ball and the block and the foam roller. Because let's be realistic, you can get massages every week. Well, maybe some people do, but for me, it's maybe once a month. I appreciate my massage therapist so much. For me, they're one of the most dearest people in my life. However, I can't get massages that often just due to busyness of life. But this is always available and accessible to us. And again, see how nothing dramatic, nothing intense, but this is exactly what we need to be softer with ourselves. You have 5 more. And trust me, you are targeting your fascia, the connective tissues. Fascia responds really well to the gentle touch. Even though sometimes it can feel like, oh, that's not enough, I want more. But again, remember, less is more. Good, and release, let it go. Beautifully done. Nice. Let's get to one more pose. We're gonna find our puppy pose. So it's similar to child's pose, but it's more the back bend. So the difference is that you're keeping your hips over your knees, so the butt will not go back. Okay, you're gonna walk your hands to the top of the mat. Hips stay where they are. And now go ahead and arch your spine. Forehead is down, elbows are active. And let's settle in here. Deep inhale and exhale. Breathing in, breathing out. Find your maximum back bend. Two more. And last one. Beautiful. Go ahead and walk your hands back. And now we're going to do the opposite of what we just did. We're going to go into a rounded spine. In some traditions, we call it the rabbit pose, or I want to say modified rabbit pose. So you're just going to drop the chin and then interlace your fingers on top of your head. And you're just going to drop the chin down. Let the arms be heavy. Breathing in through your nose, breathing out. Ten more rounds of breath. Once again, feel free to pause the video and take yourself a little bit deeper, especially if you have time. Let the hands pull you deeper. 3 more rounds of breath. 2 more. Good, and last one. Slowly release your hands. Ooh, press yourself up. Beautifully done. And we're going to finish with a spinal twist. So it's more twist in your lower spine, but I just really want to get the twist in. So lower yourself down, bring your feet hip width apart, and you're going to drop the legs to the right or your knees and take your eyes over your left arm. So full rotation, your cervical spine included. And now bring your right foot on top of your left knee. And let's just settle in here. Deep inhale. Slow exhale. Slowly drop the foot down, your right foot. Slowly bring your head up, knees up. Drop the knees to the left. Take your eyes over your right arm. So full rotation for your neck. And when you're ready, bring your left ankle heel on top of your right knee. So you're taking your hip into the rotation. But this was upper body class. Search for hips and lower body classes on my channel. But this class, just a gentle release for the upper body. Really great way to unwind after a long day at work, or even start your day. So just releasing the weight of the world of life, letting things go, and creating a little bit of lightness in the body. And that's really the ultimate goal, to feel good in our bodies. So we must move our body to really compensate the busyness of life, heaviness of life, right? And movement is one of the best ways to do that, really. Give yourself 2 more. And now release, bring the left foot down, bring the head back to the center. And now take your feet nice and wide, drop the knees in, and place your hand on your belly, more on your chest, and then on your belly. And let's just finish with a little bit of breathing and start bringing awareness to the back of the body. See if you can send more breath into your posterior lungs, expanding. And exhale, push the air out fully, completely. Relax your face, your jaw. Notice if you were holding on in your shoulders. I just noticed how I was tensing up. See if you can let the gravity do its job. Give yourself 5 more rounds of breath. No need to be on a hurry. You're here, you're present. Last one. And then slowly roll yourself on your side. Create a little pillow with your hands. Pause. And then press yourself up. Cross your ankles in front of you. Bring your hands to your heart center. Gentle smile on your face. Feel your shoulders, your upper back, your chest. Thank you guys so much. I hope this short but sweet practice really helped you to feel better in your upper body. And thank you so much and have a beautiful day.